So this is Matt. We're actually in Czech Republic today, and we're going to be working on the shoulder. So with this exercise here, here's our armpit. If we slide back underneath, I want the client to feel it here, right in the infraspinatus. Okay, I don't want them to feel it in the front of the shoulder. I don't want them to feel the side of the shoulder. If they feel, a lot in the rear delt to start, that's fine. I just don't want them to feel it in the front or side, and eventually we want 100% feeling here. So I'm going to start off. How much did you start by yourself with?
I tried 2 actually, but I'm fine.
We'll start with 1. See this elbow? Here's the center of his hip. I want to move it a little bit, right? So it's center line with the hip. Okay. The other thing we're doing is this is at 90 degrees. It appears. See how this is at 90? If I move it forward, it's still at 90, but now the wrist appears like it's inside the bicep, but it's still a 90-degree angle. That's what we're going to move on. And now, so I don't want him coming up any higher than this. He's just, if you move more to the center line of his body, yep, right there. He's just going to drop it down, and he's going to come up to there. He's going to go very short range just to make sure that everything is perfect for him. Yep, that's good. You feel it in that spot?
Yeah, right there.
So he's actually not feeling it in the correct spot. He's feeling it more into his, sorry, I'm like trying to hold this. I'm just going to put this here. We're trying to get more professional, so we have all these gadgets, but it's hard with your shirt off. He needs to feel it here. He's feeling it more into the, you're feeling it like there, yeah? You want to feel it under that.
Okay.
It's not the teres, everyone thinks this is the teres major. No, it's underneath that. It's here. Okay, so here, and he might not feel it today. Connect here.
Yep.
Got it? Once I point it to the muscle, then his mind could make that connection. It's not.
Am I pushing down like with my shoulder?
I wouldn't try to push too hard down. You can push down a little bit, but the main thing is just try to think about that muscle. He doesn't have any anchoring system right now, so everything's up and forward. So when he goes to do this, it's very hard. So we got to get the teres developed, the thumb down raise developed, and then he's going to get better connection to this. Nothing?
Yeah, no, I'm feeling
a little bit.
It's taking me a while to sort of connect
do the other
it.
side. Down here to here. Don't think about it so much.
Yep.
With this, it's going to turn, as long as you're not going up too high or too low and you're just kind of just staying in the zone, it's going to turn on as long as you get all these other muscles going over the next 2 weeks.
Yep.
So my goal is as long as the client's not feeling the front, by the time they get to the end of 2 weeks, they'll start feeling in the back. So I don't really worry about it. I just go through and just find a weight where they're not feeling in the front or the side of the shoulder. I'm comfortable with that, but make their mind go to this muscle and think about that. The left side you feel more, right?
Yeah, and I start to feel the sort of burning sensation in there, even though I almost don't feel the muscle.
So exactly. So, and that's how it is. It's kind of deeper underneath the shoulder. But here's his left side again. Why? Because he's more anchored on the left side, just like you learned over there. He's more anchored. He can roll it back and down on the left side. So that's why he can get into the rotator cuff. On the right side, because it's forward and it's up, much harder. So it's going to take a little bit more time. Let's do the other side. And I'm just starting them off with some clients, if they start feeling the front or side of the shoulder, I go to like a 2 kilo or even a 1. I'm going 1.5 right now. If it starts irritating them at all, I just go down to the 1 kilo. 1 kilo, 2 pounds, or a 3-pound dumbbell. So basically we're using 2 and 3, and if it's really severe, we'll go with 1. As long as you're not feeling in the front, that's all I care about right now. Feels okay?
Yep.
And you can push down a little bit. You still want to be too aggressive with your push down, like 5%, just that feeling, and then just so it's a little anchored.
Yeah, because that's when I did it on my own, I made the mistake of pushing it down too hard and then felt it was all there.
Yeah, it's going to end up being like that when you push down too hard, so you got to watch it. Yeah, just don't come that high. There it goes. How's that?
Mm-hmm.
What's that? Good?
Yep.
So 15, 20 reps, 3 sets twice a week with this exercise, and this one. And then because he's so weak, I'm going to do a third day with him where he does this one and the thumb down raise. But I don't like doing this more than twice a week because this one, you can start irritating the shoulder. But eventually when he gets strong enough, I do everything twice a week because that's all you need, because you're going to need the recovery. The problem most people have is they'd say, oh, I want to do this every day. I want to get this strong. Well, if your technique's off and you're doing it, all you're going to do is cause compensations. You're going to get more irritated, and then you get no results. So if you do it twice a week, you have that recovery time where the shoulder structure starts changing, and then when you do it, you're less likely to cause compensations. So that's why we only do it twice a week. But once the client understands the technique, if there is a weakness, you can do it 3 times, and then generally we back down to twice a week again once he gets stronger in those positions. But this one, there's only certain ones you want to do 3 times a week. This one is not one of them. So you have a supraspinatus tear, and there's no pain with any of the exercises we did, correct? So the reason that is because we're working on the weaknesses. So we're working around the thing that gets injured. You shouldn't feel, with any of these exercises, you shouldn't feel where the pain is. You should feel where the weakness is in the correct muscle, so all the pressure's off the thing that's injured. That's what we're doing when we're doing this, and that's why it's so effective.